I'm still trying to sort of just process and go through everything and try to rationalize everything that's happening and sort through every single emotion that I've been having in the last couple of hours. And I've come to the conclusion that every single one of them is valid. First and foremost, I'm sad. I'm sad, and I'm sort of grieving for every single person that was lost out there. I'm sorry that you're no longer here. I'm sorry that there's so much hate out there in this world that somebody took it upon themselves to take you out for being yourself, for being who you are, for loving, for living, for thriving. I'm sorry that you're no longer here. I'm sorry that a lot of you were young, relatively young, sort of all near my age, and I'm sorry that you're no longer here to experience life, you know. I'm sorry you were taken out so early. I'm sorry that for some goddamn reason you're being erased out of this horrible thing that's happening. Because let's be clear, this was an attack on the LGBT Latino community, Latino Latinx community. That was our community. Those were our familia that were there. And for the media and other people to sort of erase that and not recognize that and not give us space to sort of talk about these issues, that's fucked up. To the families and people who lost loved ones, I'm sorry. I send my deepest apologies and send prayer and love to you, because this should not have happened. I'm sorry that enough work hadn't been done to prevent this from happening. And I'm sorry that people are erasing you and your community from this horrible tragedy that's happening. To the fucking media that keep reporting on this, how dare you? How dare you not acknowledge that this was our community that got taken away from us? How dare you only show white people talking about this tragedy? No, just no. Aside from sort of all the anger, aside from the sadness and sort of grief that I'm feeling, I'm angry, I'm pissed. I'm pissed that there's so much hate out there. I'm pissed the way that it's being treated and covered by the media. I'm pissed and angry that once again queer LGBT people of color are being erased and not being able to tell their own fucking stories. I want to thank like my one friend for sort of helping me put this into words, because everybody keeps throwing around terrorism. This was an act of terrorism, but it was terrorism. It wasn't terrorism in the way that the media and politicians want you to think about it, though. This was terrorism, the same kind of terrorism that has been affecting people of color and LGBTQ people in this country for years, let alone the intersection of those two. This is the same kind of terrorism that makes it so that we have to yell out that we fucking matter. This is the same kind of terrorism that makes us have to take up space and yell and scream just to be heard. This is the same kind of terrorism that is propagated by our own fucking government. Actually, the government, because it's not ours, not mine. I just can't. This is to everybody out there, to all my hermanos y hermanas y familia. I love you. You are loved. I just hope that everybody knows that. I think this is time that we all come together and really sort of hold each other and take up space. Take up all the goddamn space you fucking need. If you go somewhere and somebody is speaking and they do not represent our community, shut them down. Shut them down. Because we are not going to be silenced. Not in this moment. Not when we are the ones who should be speaking up. And to the white allies out there, the true allies, the ones that know what it's like to be an ally, the ones who step back and let us take up this damn space, thank you. We need more of you. I just take care of each other. Take care of each other. Love each other. Because nobody's gonna do that for us. I love you all. Be safe.